All right, now on that front, we got some bad news. It looks like Diddy's gonna walk. Now, did anyone think that this was gonna happen? Yes, we're talking about Diddy. We're gonna talk about it. We are gonna talk about it, damn it, because I haven't got this off my chest. Now, do you guys remember the time when Diddy got his house raided? Everybody was like, "Hey, bad boy! It's a bad boy party! Bad boy! It's a bad boy party! Baby oil! Baby oil!" Right? Everybody was so convinced that Diddy was going away for life. Then the Cassie video came out. He's going away for life. It's months later, guys. They're finally coming to a verdict. A little weirdness going on with the case. Not guilty on, I believe, 3 of the 5 counts. 2 of those counts, I believe, I got to look it up, not being too severe, but I could be wrong. So count 1, racketeering conspiracy. That's what they wanted to get him on. Not guilty. They were trying to slap him with a RICO. Now, if you get slapped with a RICO, it's lights out. You're done. You're done. They try to get him with the RICO. They hit him with the FRICO instead. All right? I saw that online, so I'm not going to take credit for that. Count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Not guilty. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. Guilty. We got to look up what these counts mean, by the way. I want to find out in detail. Count 4, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which is another same count as number 2, not guilty as well. And count 5 is the same as count 3, guilty on that. So he's only guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution. But don't get too, infuriated. He was denied bail, and a lot of people were like, "Good Lord, keep his ass in there until we figure out what the hell is going on." Now let's look up in detail what these counts mean. All right, because I need to know. So this was July 2nd, guys, by the way. I'm just, not catching up, but I want to catch you guys up on all of this. 2 counts under the Mann Act, M-A-N-N Act, i.e. transporting individuals for prostitution. Now, what does that mean? 1 for Cassie Ventura, 1 for a woman known as Jane. Not guilty on the RICO case, and 3 counts of sex trafficking. So penalties. Each conviction. Now, this is important. Each conviction, what I named, those 5, carries a maximum of 10 years in prison. Sentencing is set for October 2025. Prosecutors are seeking over 4 years. Defense aiming for a shorter term given lack of priors. Okay. Now, if you guys don't follow, I was a fan of this guy's music since day one. He said it in G-Dep's song, Let's Get It. He said, "Not guilty and I'm filthy." Come on.
Call me Diddy. I run this city. Send the cops with DA defense to come get me. I'm the bad boy flavor, light blue gators, not guilty, and I'm filthy. Come on.
And the more they kept talking about it, guys, it seemed like with all of these accounts of like the male prostitutes and stuff like that, they were saying Cassie was with it. I'm not going to say that she was, because I don't want to believe that. We saw her get her ass beat on camera, but apparently these guys were saying that she was with Diddy as a girlfriend and she was a willing participant. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't say that she was or she wasn't. All right. I just know the outpour. People are going crazy. And how crazy are people going? Well, for one, when they heard the news of not guilty, people were celebrating outside of the courtroom by pouring baby oil on each other. Watch this. Not guilty and I'm filthy. Come on. Not guilty and I'm filthy. Come on. Obviously, I'm making a parody. I'm being satirical. I'm being comical. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Diddy will come back, go on tour, and sell out crowds. He might do, people are predicting he might do I saw the actor Faison Love, who played Big Worm in Friday. He said, I guarantee you when Diddy gets out by next year, he's going to hold a free concert and talk about how innocent he was and how judged the world made him out to be a monster.
My prediction, he's going to get out, throw a concert, Central Park. It's going to be the biggest free concert since Donna Ross. Central Park. He's going to end on a song, More Money, No Problems. And it's going to rain. You heard it here first.
And I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. This is insanity. This is kind of where I got that quote I just said, by the way.
Best friend.
Hold that up for me and kind of explain why you're giving those out. What made you want to do that?
Honestly, the shirt and stuff is explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in there for this. A Freako is not a Rico. What you're doing.
So check this out. We have now brainwashed people to think that, you know what? He's an innocent man. He's just a freak. That's just what it is. He's a freak. All right? Even though people have come forward and people have died. I'm not saying that he did it. I'm just saying people around him have died. A lot of people around Diddy have died. And we don't know how they died. I'm just saying that they died. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. Not guilty and I'm filthy. Come on. Take this money. Make this money. Ain't no way you could take this from me. Ain't shit funny. Look it up. Look it up. Everything he did, he was rapping about on wax. On record. Okay? Not guilty and he's filthy. So check all past interviews. You guys can go look at all these old interviews with him interacting with other rappers like Fabulous, Jadakiss, Noriega. And he's acting really weird and suspect. And he's just he's talking to grown men. Very sus.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you
Chance
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
when you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping for
here.
shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit.
Look
Did you
back
miss
on
me?
where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying
miss-
it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man. I
Man,
miss
but I'm
partying
talking about
with
for your
him.
birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. And,
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
in the
Yo,
world.
okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. But like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. We in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this situation. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying? To you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, dear Fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. They get happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my bro.
And they're uncomfortable. And he's looking at them like, you guys are weird. You guys are weird for not wanting to be at the freak off. That's all mind manipulation, guys. When you get invited to these parties of people of power, right? It has to throw you for a loop like, yo, I'm entering the pearly gates, so to speak, here on earth, right? It's such a great invitation for some people. So how could you pass it up? How could you pass up on this? So this is why people do it. This is why people go there. Now the public feels the same way. They don't want to believe that a person can be so sinister behind the scenes buy fancy lawyers, buy everything, buy everything. These lawyers got all of these cases dropped. Do you think a poor person with all of these counts could get that dropped? Fuck no. No way. There's not a chance in hell. There's not a chance in hell. If you don't have $1 million lawyers, you can't beat $1 million cases. You can't. You just really can't.
What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law, right? He's making porn tapes with his girlfriend, consenting porn tapes. Now, some people might call it, oh, that's immoral. Well, a lot of stuff that we do, you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna like some things that you do, but it's my personal business. Right?
Do you see this deflection of people? This is someone that's an obvious fan. He's old enough to know. He comes from the bad boy era, like I do. Q knows it. Bad Boy was killing it in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, right? So they will justify. He's just being a freak. Everybody consented to everything. I don't think people consented to being drugged, which was being reported. I don't think people consented to a lot of different things that were being said. I don't think people were being consented to being filmed. Who is famous that goes to a Diddy party and wants to be filmed? Think about that. I would never, as soon as they say there's a camera here or something, and just so you know, I'm out of there. What are you going to do? You going to blackmail me? What is that footage for? It can't just be to watch it back in the day. Q says I tried to sign with Bad Boy back in the day. You know what? I don't blame you, bro. No one knew that this was happening. Not to this level. I don't think. People said that they knew and stuff like that, but I don't know. And a lot of people were scared to come forward. That's what it is. That's why I don't hold things against people sometimes, is because I'd be afraid. Dude, Kid Cudi said that he tried to blow up his car and kill him for talking to Cassie.
Music superstar Kid Cudi hurried out of the federal courthouse, leaving behind bombshell testimony for the jury in the Sean Combs trial. Cudi, whose real name is Scott Mescudi, briefly dated Cassie Ventura while she and Sean Combs were on a break, but said the love affair was short-lived due to Diddy's jealousy and threats, including once where he says he was told Combs broke into his Hollywood Hills home in 2011. As Cudi went to confront him, he recalled saying, "Mother effer, are you in my house? I'm on the way over right now." The two never came face-to-face in that instance. But shortly after that, Cassie wrote an ominous email to her mom. It read, "Sean has also said he will be having someone hurt me and Scott Mescudi physically, and it wouldn't be at his hands." About a month later, the two broke up due to the drama, and Mescudi had his Porsche firebombed in his driveway. No one was ever arrested, and Diddy denied involvement during a face-to-face in which Cudi described Combs as a Marvel supervillain.
Like, these are not normal people. Allegedly. Okay, I got to say allegedly. I don't want to get sued over here.
Right? So for example, I have a transgender child, right? My child is going from male to female. I'm a single dad raising my transgender, right? You got some people that will say, well, how can you, that's my child. My love don't have an expiration date.
And is Diddy supportive of your child too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Why would he be? That's his niece.
That's his niece? Wait, who the fuck is this guy? I thought this was just a regular guy. What does that scenario you just brought up, what does that have to do with anything?
Why wouldn't he be?
That's his niece. Who is this guy? After the Diddy trial, an individual, it just says an individual handed out shirts. Okay. Also, we got Christian Combs, which is Diddy's son. He was seen dancing and performing push-ups in celebration of his father being found not guilty on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. All right. So, you know, I mean, and I mean, this is to be expected. And, you know, I don't hold it against him because this is, you know, the children. And it's got to be devastating to see your parent go through something. And any kid is really going to have their parents back. Let's just be real, you know? So, I don't hold this against the son unless he was you know what? They were saying that the son was also had a crazy criminal past too. So if he was in on some of this shit, allegedly, I'm burn in hell, dude.
Everybody watching. God bless. God bless. like I'm living this sweet. Switching it up. I pick you up like this drink in my cup. Also fast, she toss and make it jump. She throw it back at me, dropping my.
Okay. All right, so everybody's celebrating. A Diddy supporter pulls out an old Sean John shirt and holds it up while defending Diddy. I mean, we all used to rock Sean John too.
Thank you. The judge is asking for his release today. Defense attorney says Combs should be released today. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo says that Sean Diddy Combs should be released on appropriate conditions in light of the fact that Combs has been acquitted.
They're not domestic case. This is one America against a black man. This is one America against a black man.
Oh man, this guy's. I was gonna say this guy's a crackhead, but I mean he's claiming the race card, bro. Let me tell you something. Diddy, when you have Diddy money, you transcend race, bro. All right. He now fucks with the elites because of the money that he has. He is the 1%. You think he gives a fuck about you? No, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the streets. Yes, he may have came from there, but he doesn't live there anymore. Once these people get money, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you anymore, okay? Stop defending these people that you have no clue about their life behind the scenes. What the fuck is that logo on the back? What was that logo on the back? That looks like some Star Wars Episode 17 shit or something.
Man, I'm so happy right now, man. I'm losing my voice. I'll be up for day one. From day one. From day one. I'm excited, man.
And look at all these idiots filming too.
It means a lot to me.
Oh, did someone throw the shirt? It looked like someone knocked the shirt out of his head at the end. Oh, look at. Someone knocked the shirt out of his hand. Hey, good for him. We're going to applaud that. We are going to applaud that, y'all. This guy was like, get your fucking crackhead ass out of here, bro. Diddy does not care about you. And get this bummy ass Sean John shit from 2007 the fuck out of here. I like that. Who can we find out who this guy was? This guy threw it out of his hand. I love that. It just walks away, gone like the wind. He said, "Get the fuck out of here, man, with this clown shit." All right. Now, not just that, guys. Sorry, we're going over the Diddy stuff. If you don't like it, you tune in a little bit later. Outside the courthouse, two men engage in a heated argument regarding Diddy abusing Cassie. We can't make this shit up. I mean, this is like me arguing every day at work about the certain... Oh, and we got our boy in here. Look at this guy right here on the left with the Cardinals hat. This was a guy from the last video that pulled the shirt down. All right. So men clash and scream outside a courthouse over opposing views on Diddy.
It doesn't matter. He beat him. He beat him. He kicked him. He spit on him. You can't handle the truth. 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 This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Is it a possibility that Cassie Ventura went through things like this, horrific, horrible things like this that you saw? We can agree the videos were horrible, right? Is it possible that she did things that she wouldn't know to because she was so in love with this man? The answer is yes or no. Because I gotta tell you, man, I've done things for women that because I was so in love with them.
Okay, so they are really trying to analyze and rep for their side, either Cassie versus Diddy. So this is very, very interesting. So if you go back and listen to what this guy was saying. Okay, so this guy, this bald guy right here in the middle, he says he kicked her, he spit on her. He's referring to the hotel video, right? And this guy in the red hat right here, in the red shirt, replies, and she liked it. How about that? And that goes back to what I was saying from some of the testimonies of people that were in the room, the male prostitutes that were in case you guys didn't know, this might be get a little graphic, but Diddy had hired some male prostitutes to have sex with Cassie in front of him while he was in the corner and watched. And there's even a little more graphic things that I'm not going to say, but these male prostitutes claimed that she did like it, that she was into it, and she was not resisting. So when you have claims like this back and forth, who do you trust? Who do you trust? You have the people involved here now. You know, now the audience is like really, really invested in this shit. Now, am I in support of, am I saying I'm backing Diddy? Hell no. He beat that woman, and I don't fuck with that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. And I think he's very nefarious. I think when you have that much money, you can do anything. You are like a superhero. You are Superman. You can do anything, and no one will question anything you do, because any little sight of trouble or instance you get into where you could possibly be in trouble, you could buy your way out of fucking jail. Yeah, he's in jail now. But once again, not guilty, and I'm filthy. He probably didn't think he would see this much jail time, but they're really trying to get his ass and drag out the case longer than what he thought it would be, right? He's going to get out, guys. But this guy's also talking about because she was so in love with this man that she endured all of that. Do women do that? Yes. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Men do that. Men stay in toxic relationships, right? I don't know what this guy knows that the rest of us don't know, but it's interesting. I don't know.
The answer's yes or no. Because I gotta tell you, man, I've done things for women that because I was so in love with them. All I want to do, hold on. All I want to do is put a smile on their face. Yes. Yes.
Yes. You understand what I'm trying to say? At the end of the day, we all have cell phones. 911.
911. He beat him.
He said okay, so he was basically alluding to, at the end of the day, if she felt like she was in danger, she could have called for help. You know, it's really not as easy as that, though. I'm gonna just give my personal opinion on that. There could have been two things that are happening here. One, she's scared because Diddy threatened her. This is my allegedly. This is all my thoughts, guys. All right, so please don't go out and run with this. But let me know you guys' thoughts. She could have been so scared because he could have threatened her behind closed doors, allegedly, and said something to the effect of, if you leave me or if you tell on me, I am going to kill you and everyone you know, your friends, your family, whoever. And that could have scared the shit out of her, right? So she stayed with them. And on the other hand, you're not going to like this, guys, but there could be a possible Stockholm syndrome going on here, meaning that you're in an abusive relationship with someone for so long that you learn to live with this abuse because you feel, in a weird way, you feel safe with someone who, yes, wines and dines you. And I'm sure the money is great in the lavish life, but when behind closed doors and when it hits midnight or whatever, that man does whatever he does with her. He justifies it the next day by buying her whatever the fuck she wants, right? It's a Stockholm syndrome type of deal where you don't necessarily fall in love with your captor, but you think your captor is your protector. And at the end of the day, you're not realizing that this person was there to abuse you the whole time. And he mentally abused her. That's what I think is happening here, possibly. And it is scary and sad. I'm going to be honest, it is scary and sad. For all parties, you know, involved, I think it is very, very sad. And that's the Diddy case, guys. So far. We got to wait till October. But everybody was dancing in the streets, and who paid these people? Who the fuck paid these people? I don't know. You know, it only costs like $20 and a t-shirt, a Sean John t-shirt, to buy the support of any crackhead. So I'm just guessing that all of them are crackheads.